I'd like to briefly share with you some of the incredible work that's going on behind the scenes over here in the taking the learning that we've been doing and bringing it now to more human beings. And I'm going to share the screen over here. We've long wanted, we said at the beginning when we now, I think 68, 69 but learning lessons that we've learned together here. And when we started, we said our goal was that we would take the learning that we're doing here together and turning it into a transcript, which would then become the basis of a book in English that would, since I'm speaking in English, that would then become both a translation of the Rabbi Steif's work and a commentary on it. And then we spoke about it, then translating that into German. So this is actually starting to happen with the great contributions of, first of all, thanks to God Almighty, who's brought us to this day to be able to get this far. And I just want to share with you on the screen over here so you can see the progress and see what each one of your contributions is making in attending, in asking questions and summarizing it, and here, and translating it and transcribing it. So here is, you can see on the screen, this is the title page of the book we're learning, the holy book we're learning. I'll make it a little bit bigger here. And then we have here the beginning. This is the translation, the transcription of the first learning that we did together, which you could find on YouTube. It's number 1. And we went through and we edited it. And first it was transcribed and then it was edited. And then if you go through this, okay, it's spinning over here. So it goes to the transcription and the edited transcription. And then here's a copy of the letter from the Lubavitch Rebbe that we referenced in the very first learning, that if the non-Jews of the world had been observant to the 7 laws of Noach, then there would not have been a Holocaust by any way of possibility. And so this is something that we quote, bring this actual letter here, and then continues the introduction, the transcription. And then we have over here, one of our dear students over here had participants in this learning translated it into German. So now we have the actual realization, the beginning of this actually coming into 2 languages. And here we go. This is incredibly inspiring. Now that is just the introduction. Now I want to show you over here what we took it further. And now this is a line-by-line translation from the further on in that first lesson. And we can see over here how it's broken up. So we have the original text up here in the Holy Tongue. Then we have the translation, the translation based on my translating it during the learning. And then under the line, we have the commentary. So when I explained each one of the commandments and so forth, and insights that we shared are here also available for every person to read. So we did it this way with the intention that a person who's fluent in the Holy Tongue could read it up here. Person who at that moment in time wants to focus just on the translation and also maybe as a way for them to better understand the actual original, then we have the translation separated from the commentary. And then the commentary in the bottom, a person could read all or as much as they want of this commentary. And so this here goes on. Then we have another section from the original, more translation, and then we have commentary. And so this goes on here for a number of pages. You're happy to share this with you if you'd like to start to learn this. And as we say, the main goal over here is the learning. that's the learning. But what's the main goal of learning? It's to take action. So when we learn this and we understand how God Almighty is guiding us and speaking to us, then we can take action. So I want to also make an appeal for each one of you to understand that the tremendous cost that there is in this, and to think about ways that we can bring in the resources, the financial resources, to be able to dedicate the time that's required to be able to accomplish this. Just for the one page, so far that I showed you in the example over there, that's just one page of Rabbi Steif's work. It took over 3 hours. This is in addition to the transcription, which the transcriber does need to get paid. And then there's the editing, and then the further editing, and then the layout. And so just a few lines, Rabbi Steif takes at least 3 hours to go through and put together. And in addition, then there's the translation part of it. And then there's going to be all the work on further editing, and then, putting it together in a final form. So this is going to be something that's it's a major undertaking, and it's a gift from God Almighty for us to have the merit to be on the forefront of this undertaking. And so many of you are already generously supporting this, and I just want to encourage you, according to your ability, if you're able to continue to support, to increase your support. And you could particularly designate it for this work. And also think about, who do you know that would be inspired to see this happening and coming to fruition, and would be able to sponsor this and support this in the tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars, to be able to bring a work of this magnitude to the forefront of the awareness of mankind. So this is really, really very exciting. I want to thank you in advance. First of all, thank you already for everything you're doing by being here and propelling this forward. This is an incredible opportunity, and so energizing to be able to do this, and also to think about how, and thank you in advance for your ideas, your support, and both the contributions people who are here learning with us are making in terms of transcribing and translating, and bringing this to the next level, that it's going to be done in a professional manner. And we'll have the ability to devote our time with menuchas nefesh, with calmness of the soul, to be able to bring this to fulfillment in a speedy way. At the rate that it's going right now, we're up to one page of Rabbi Steif. We've been learning for this for quite a while now, and we need to really bring this to the forefront of the world's awareness much faster. So I encourage you and look forward to your participation in that in every way that you can. Both your time, your contribution, your being here and reading it and correcting it, and also learning it and sharing with others, inviting more people to learn with us, and also helping with the financial part is greatly appreciated. God Almighty will certainly bless you for being here in this cornerstone of remoralizing the entire world.